Okay, tonight I got a little carried away. I called tort lawyers extortionists, parasites who hurt more people than they help. Or maybe I didn't get carried away. All of that is kind of true. On the other hand, some of their lawsuits are useful. Sometimes they get money for a deserving victim, and sometimes they scare people into producing safer products. Sometimes. If only there were a way to encourage the good cases and get rid of the bad ones. After all, there are so many bad cases now that even lawyers make commercials that insult their own business.
The pain was excruciating. It's like I had this huge, really sharp machete chopping down on me every time I tried to move. Reach my hand into my purse, machete. Running my fingers through my hair, machete. It was the worst paper cut I ever had. They made that paper way too sharp. Someone has to pay.
Ha ha, isn't it great to know that there are some cases too dubious even for the trial lawyers? Except, who knows, some paper company may have to pay lawyers to make such a lawsuit go away soon. So how do we stop these bad cases but allow the good ones? Well, how about a cap on damages, as Steve Hantler suggested? Who here supports that? Most of you. I mean, it's reasonable to support that. Caps on medical malpractice in California and Texas have reduced doctors' costs. But I don't know that that's really just, because if a doctor or some business behaves really horribly, why should there be this arbitrary cap on what they pay? I say, let's do to the lawyers what pro football does. Limit the challenges. And think about it. When the NFL first announced it would use instant replay, I thought, that makes sense. There's lots at stake at every game. Why not check the video every time there's a dispute? Instant replay would make the game much more fair. And it would, so they tried it. But checking so many plays stopped the momentum of the game, the way lawsuits stop much of life. So the NFL changed the rule. They limited the number of challenges allowed and penalized the challenger when they were wrong. Why not impose a similar penalty on lawyers when their challenge is wrong? Other countries do that, actually. The rest of the world does it. They call it what the man in the audience referred to. It's called loser pays. It says, if I sue you, make you lose sleep, force you to spend big bucks on lawyers, and then I'm found to be in the wrong, I at least have to pay your legal costs. And the trial lawyers always fight and stop loser pays because they fight well. They fight better than anybody. After all, practice makes perfect. The trial lawyers fight every day. They may not be right, but they know how to win. They even twist the language. They fool people by calling loser pays the English rule, like it's this odd British thing. But it's not the British rule. It's the rest of the world rule. We have the weird American rule. America's the only advanced country where I can sue you, wreck your life, be wrong, and then just walk away, sue somebody else. I don't even have to say sorry. Now, the lawyers say loser pays would deny some people their day in court because they'd have to risk money to bring a lawsuit if they lost. I say, fine. The American system is broken. Lawsuits, many of them are a racket that mostly serves the lawyers. If there's less of that, good. We do need some lawsuits to protect people the way we need some nuclear missiles. But we try not to use our missiles. We should try not to use our lawyers. Loser pays would help. It's not perfect, but it sure works well in the rest of the world. And that's our program for tonight. I'm John Stossel. Thank you for watching. See you next week.